Good afternoon, you're here with White Wrigley for the Dalby Market Report. Here at Dalby today we've yarded just over 4,100 head of cattle. Fairly mixed yarding here today. Your better cattle have held up relatively well. However, some of the second-rate cattle were cheaper on last week's sale. Bullocks today got out to 285 cents a kilo, but not a lot of good bullocks yarded here today. Your fat heifers have got to 270 cents, with a lot selling between 250 and 260 cents a kilo. Cows today got out to 228 cents a kilo, with a lot of those good cows around that 200 to 205 cents a kilo, but not a big heap at the top of it either. Your store cows were selling anywhere between 160 and 180 cents, with a very good Penestrole store cows getting out to 205 cents a kilo, but most of those good story cows are in that 160 to 70. Feeder cattle, heavy feeder steers got out to 338 cents a kilo, which was relatively firm on last week. Maybe a touch cheaper on the average, with a few more steers around that 300 to 315 cents a kilo. Your trade feeder steers, not much change here at all. They were probably fairly strong, getting out to 380 cents, with most of them around that 340 to 360 cents a kilo for the better end of those trade steers. Your trade feeder heifers were very mixed up. Not a lot of real good trade feeder heifers here. Out to 310 cents a kilo, but fairly isolated as well. Most of them around that 285 to 90 for your better feeder heifers, and a lot of crossy sort of out of spec heifers back down around that 255 to 65 cents a kilo. Weaner cattle, weaner steers, pretty mixed up yarding on weaners here today. Not a lot of good lines of cattle today. The best of the steers got out to 418 cents a kilo, but fairly isolated. A lot of steers around that 330 to 360 cents a kilo. But like I said, very mixed up run of weaners here today. Weaner heifers out to 300 cents for some heavier Angus heifers, but sort of more of a trade feeder heifer rather than a weaner, but sort of 300 kilos at $3. But a lot of those weaners anywhere from 230 to 250 cents a kilo for your better weaner heifers. Anything British or Euro with a bit of quality up around that 275 to 285, but yeah, like I said, a lot of mixed up cattle here today. Some cows and calves got it to $1,275. That's your market report. We'll see you next week.